Star Wars is finally giving us the Chiss species in a live-action format, first appearing in the Star Wars Legends canon back in the 1990s. This civilization of blue-skinned, cunning aliens have been slowly creeping their way into Star Wars Disney canon, appearing in various books and the Rebels TV show. And in the new Ahsoka show, we're finally getting to see these enigmatic blue boys in the flesh, thanks to the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn, the strategic mastermind that's being labelled by Ahsoka as the heir to the Empire. So I thought it might be worth taking a look at the Chiss species and their fascinating civilization. Join me today, friends, as we dive into all the canon lore that you need to know about the Chiss. Past the Outer Rim, deep within the unknown regions of space, where a chaotic and dangerous collection of supernova, gravity wells, and strange phenomena make exploration too hazardous to undertake, lay the icy Chiss homeworld of Cilla. Once a habitable world like any other, the planet would become a cold and ice-covered wasteland when, in response to an invasion by an unknown foe, the Chiss activated a superweapon known as the Star Flash that would destroy the amassed enemy fleet, but severely weaken the system's sun as a result, causing it to cool and make the surface of Cilla uninhabitable. Because of this temperature change, the majority of the planet's 4 billion Chiss would move off-world to the Chiss's colonies of Rentor, Avidich, and Savchi. Those who remained on Cilla would make a home underground, below the ice sheets covering the planet's surface, building vast underground cities with forests, lakes, mountains, and artificial sunlight, all to house the 60 to 70 million Chiss residing on their capital world. Visitors to the planet, however, were led to believe that despite the icy and hostile surface, the planet remained vibrant and bustling, a home to 8 billion Chiss, with a series of above-ground cities, such as the Sasplar spaceport, filled with Chiss visiting busy hotels, entertainment venues, and government buildings. This was all a cunning ruse, however. The above-ground cities were in fact empty, made to look inhabited by a small number of Chiss from the underground cities, who took turns going up to the surface. To further aid this ruse, traffic, heat, and light sources were maintained to imitate a bustling city, all done to mislead invading forces into wasting resources and troops on an assault on empty cities with no strategic value. The frost-covered nature of their homeworld is mimicked by the blue skin of the Chiss, often mistaken for Pantorans, a species better known to most in the galaxy. Chiss differ from Pantorans with stunning red eyes peering out from their blue-hued skin. Not only were the eyes of the Chiss eye-catching, they also held within them the capacity to extend into the infrared range, allowing the Chiss to perceive things that would go unnoticed by other species. Besides their skin, eyes, and a slightly sharper sense of hearing and superior reflexes, there is little differentiating the Chiss from humans. They even possess some degree of force sensitivity, limited and incredibly rare when compared to other species. It was referred to by the Chiss as the Sight, and it mainly manifested in the form of telepathy and precognition. Chiss Force users were primarily female, and were trained to use their powers to help them serve as navigators for the Chiss fleet. While few in the galaxy have ever actually met a Chiss, those who know of their existence often regard them as cold yet incredibly sophisticated and artistic people, renowned just as much for their cunning and calculating minds as they were for their isolationist tendencies. The Chiss themselves viewed their society as the order within the chaos of the unknown regions, believing they represented power, security, glory, and culture. The government of the Chiss, known as the Chiss Ascendancy, was governed by a unique system that was both intricate and hierarchical. The government was divided into several key components. The Chiss Ascendancy was led by 9 ruling families. These families held significant power and influence within the Ascendancy, often competing with each other for influence and maintaining their own house fleets and troops. Below these 9 ruling families lay 40 great families, and thousands of lesser families, all seeking to rise up the ranks of Chiss society to become one of the ruling families. Each of the 9 ruling families was represented in the Chiss supreme political body, the Syndicure, by a syndic, an individual chosen to speak on behalf of their family. The syndics played a crucial role in the decision-making process of the Ascendancy. The Chiss also had a unique system where individuals could be adopted into one of the ruling families. This was based on their skills and achievements rather than their bloodline. This system allowed the Chiss families to ensure that their leadership was comprised of the most competent and capable individuals, furthering their superiority over lesser houses. And when it came to external diplomatic relations with other species, the Chiss were known for their isolationist policies. Other than a brief and ill-advised adventure into the wider galaxy, when the Chiss got involved in the Sith Wars between the Galactic Republic and the Sith Empire, the Chiss prefer not to meddle in the affairs of other species. However, they did establish peaceful diplomatic relations with certain civilizations, and were known to engage in trade and other forms of cooperation. The Chiss's individualistic ways is perhaps best exemplified by their laws that forbid first strikes against other species. And while the Chiss Ascendancy's military prowess was a force to be reckoned with, and military service was an integral part of Chiss society, the notions of conquest were disdained by society as a whole, with such actions violating military protocol, only ever going to war in the event that the Chiss Ascendancy is attacked by external forces. The Chiss's military consisted of the expansionary defense fleet, responsible for both exploration and defense of Chiss interests beyond their own borders. This fleet ventured into uncharted territories, patrolling the unknown regions, ensuring the safety of Chiss space, and establishing a presence in new regions. Separate from the expansionary fleet, the Chiss defense fleet was specifically tasked with defending the Ascendancy's core territories from those who would seek to invade. Many worlds within the Chiss territory were also defended by the family fleets of the great Chiss families, essentially acting as planetary defense fleets for worlds associated with each family. The 2 main Chiss fleets were overseen by the Defense Hierarchy Council. However, the political maneuverings of the great families often interfered, jostling to get better assignments for their allies. The ships utilized by the Chiss military included massive man-of-war ships, heavy cruisers, frigates, patrol cruisers, and patrol ships, amongst other vessels. One Chiss in particular exemplifies the very best of the Chiss military, Thrawn, who rose to prominence within the Galactic Empire, reaching the esteemed rank of Grand Admiral. His strategic brilliance became legendary within the Empire, making him one of the most formidable foes of the early rebellion, and solidifying the reputation of the Chiss as cunning, strategic masterminds, worthy of respect. What part of the Chiss society would you most like to see on screen? Do you think Thrawn will be able to overcome the rebels in Ahsoka? Let me know down in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to Lore Tours and get your passport to your favourite fictional worlds. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.